What's going on, everyone? Jack here from Half Chrome, and today we're going to talk about the DJI Mini 3 Pro Fly More kit. And specifically, is it worth it? It's worth your hard-earned cash to spend money on this kit. And there are basically two versions of the kit. One is $190, you get two standard 34-minute batteries, and the other is $250, and you get two 47-minute batteries. Otherwise, the other things in the kit are the same. You get a bag, you get some propellers, you get a cord. So let's break this down, and you can decide whether or not it's something you should buy. I'm also going to talk about the accessories that I use with my drone, and the ones that I think that you should consider. Some of them are in the Fly More combo, some of them are not. Let's go. Okay, so we break it down by price. It does actually seem to be a deal if you need two batteries, a hub, and a bag. Because basically, whether you go with the smaller or the larger batteries, you're basically, after you've added up all the prices of the things, you get a bag for free. So you get 4 pairs of props. Those are going to cost you $9 if you had to buy them yourself. But do you really need props for this drone? It's not like it's an FPV drone where you're chewing through them. And if you are chewing through props, we're doing something wrong. But sure, an extra set of props or two, not a bad idea. $9 for 4 of them. You get a USB-C charging cable. I'm guessing you probably have 1 or 2 of those laying around anyway. So whatever, it's a couple of bucks here or there, but it's included in the kit. Now the charging hub is nice. You can charge up to 3 batteries at the same time, and you don't have to charge it in the drone. If you want to buy this on your own, that is going to be $50. Now you get 2 batteries. The 34-minute batteries, they're $65 a piece. Now they're sold out on DJI's website, but you can get them on Amazon, or you can get the 47-minute battery. Those are $95 a piece. So when you add basically all of these things up, you're coming in right around the price tag of the Fly More combo before you add the bag. Now it's a shoulder style bag, which I've already been on record saying I'm not a huge fan of. I initially did keep my Mini 3 Pro in a shoulder bag. I actually ended up using the EXO Mini Pro bag. That worked really well, but I've since converted to a hard case. I think a hard case is the way to go. Now you can get a bag anywhere from less than $20 to $100, so you gotta kind of see what is it that you're looking for. So basically, if you like the shoulder bag, you need 2 batteries, and you want the hub, then you're going to be saving about $40, $50 buying the Fly More combo. But I think you can put it together yourself a little bit cheaper, especially if you only need 1 extra battery. I find having 2 batteries is plenty for me, and with that 47-minute flight battery, that plus the standard, that's really all I need. So here's the combo that I put together, right? So I've got 1 extended battery at $95. Now I'm actually using a hard case from Lykus, and if I have my Mini 3 by itself, it's in this hard case, or sometimes I'll put it in the hard case with my Mavic 3. It fits in there. It's great as a backup drone. But this Lykus case is awesome because it floats and it's waterproof. And this guy is going to protect my drone a whole lot better than just some old backpack or soft shell case. Now we got some solid hinges here. So not only does this thing float, but it is waterproof. I tested it myself. I put it in the fish tank. I had to put, I think, 10 or 20, I forget exactly how much weight I had to put in here to sink it. I took a picture of the weight. But yeah, it's legit. So if you're using this on a boat, this is what you want. Now, you definitely want one of these. This is a landing pad, and it's nice because it serves a couple of functions. One, if the ground is wet or sandy or something like that, this is good protection for your drone. Basically, by something like this, and it just unfolds and your drone takes off from there. It's also good to kind of note where you took off, right? If you're running around, you're like, oh, where is it going to land? Yeah, it's going to land pretty darn close to this takeoff pad. There's actually some really nice ones out there. You can get, these for, $15, $20, or you can get lighted ones, which are actually pretty cool, especially if you're flying at night. Sinova has one of those. It's pretty darn nice that I've used before. Definitely recommend it. So back to the case. This is a really nice case. I can put tons of batteries in here. And I pulled out this section here. I could even put more batteries, but I keep other things. There's, places underneath where you can store other things, extra props, right? My Mini came with extra props, don't need more than the ones that it came with. But something you do want to add to your kit, some ND filters. I got this kit here from Freewell. They make all sorts of ND filters, and they're all pretty darn nice. This is ND and polarized filters. I also have their non-polarized filters as well. ND filters are nice because they can help you find the exact shutter speed you're looking for, add motion blur, things like that. I've got a whole video on how and when to use these specifically for this drone, so you're going to want to check that out. But ND filters, also another thing you definitely want to add to your kit. There's even a spot underneath here where I can put more things under the drone. So yeah, a hard backpack is the way to go. I've got an original battery. I also have an extended battery. I only feel that I need 2 batteries, especially since I have the big dog. Now, is it really going to fly 47 minutes? No. I also tested that, so if you want to see how long this battery lasts, it's not 47 minutes. I've got a video on that as well. But having these 2 batteries is going to give me over an hour of flight time, and that's more than enough that I need for this drone. So another thing you need to consider is a high quality SD card, micro SD card. And I'm a big fan of the SanDisk Extremes. I've got a 32 gig in there right now. I think 32 is the absolute minimum you're going to want. A lot of times I'm running 64s and 128s in my drones. Kind of depends on what you shoot at, right? If you're shooting 4K, you definitely need a larger one. But if you're going to do some stuff at 1080, you can get away with something like this 32. Another accessory you may want to consider, especially if you fly with the RC-N1 controller, is a tablet holder. Now, I actually just 3D printed this, and it allows me to fly with my iPad Mini, but there are plenty of different options out there. This works well enough, and it's not going to cost you much, just the filament to print it if you have a printer. If you don't have a printer, you can pick up a tablet mount off of Amazon for like 20 bucks, 15, 20, they go up from there, but something you may want to consider. So putting together my Fly More combo, here's what I'm going to spend. $95 for the extended battery. That is a must. Now I opted for the more expensive case from Lykus. That's because I've got this remote, and this one's going to cost you 60 bucks. There are definitely less expensive options, even from Lykus themselves, but we're going to go with that one. Now the next thing you definitely want, ND filters. I'm going with the all-day pack. That's $50. I'm going to add a landing pad. Let's say that's 20 bucks, and an SD card. We're going to go with a 64 gig from SanDisk Extreme. That's a good one. 16 bucks. That puts my total at $241. That's comparable to the $250 you get from the Fly More kit coming out of DJI with the 2 batteries. Like I said, if you need 2 batteries and you want the hub, the Fly More kit's not a bad thing to get, but you still need to buy an SD card. I'd still recommend a landing pad, and I still like a hard case. It's just better protection for your investment. Plus, you don't get ND filters with those kits, and that's something you may want to consider. There are some other accessories that some people may recommend. There are neck straps, so you can kind of set your remote down. I absolutely always fly with one when I'm flying FPV. You know, with these camera drones, I don't think it's quite as big of a deal because I don't need to balance it. But if you're a pincher, that may be something to consider. There are a couple of different options out there. Original Dobo makes a really nice set. Sinova has some options out there as well. And another thing is a sunshade, right? If it's, you know, blaring sun and you need to create a little bit of shade so it's easier to see the screen, some people like to add those. One more must-add accessory if you fly at night. Now, not everybody does, but if you do need to add a strobe. And the arc strobe that I've got is just fantastic. Super lightweight, not super expensive, easy to attach. You know, I kind of put it with the drone that I'm using if I'm going to use it outdoors at night. But generally speaking, that's with my Mavic 3. Hey, if this video is helpful, give us a thumbs up. It really helps. And if you want to make a purchase, if you're thinking about buying any of these accessories, there's a link in the video description down below. I hope this was helpful. Good luck, everyone, and happy flying.